$1 movie that doesn't make a lot of money. So to me, the theatrical experience is something we have to cherish and keep alive. It's so easy to watch things online or streaming, but there's so many things we lose that way. The scale, obviously, but also the communal aspect of taking in a story.
I think that she definitely has an energy of royalty. It's definitely giving that, right? You know, she's a powerful leader. And, yeah, also a Force user. Not a Jedi, not a Sith, but just a boss lady.
Without Star Wars,
I feel my character is a bit more like, she's a powerful woman and a leader of women. And to come to something like this, where they're like giving you their energy, to know that like something that you put your heart and soul into, because you know when you perform, you put your heart and soul into something, and to know that you put your heart and soul into something, and then it's going to be held so intimately by so many people, that's really special.
In case of Lizzo and Jack Black, part of what we try to do with this show, whether it's people who are directing, acting, a part of it, is we're all fans. We're all Star Wars fans. And we love to work with people who are excited to be on the set. On television, we don't really get immediate fan reaction in real life, and to have that energy in that room. And so when I was going to do a story about this planet with this royal couple that were kind of eccentric and kind of Alice in Wonderland kind of way, I had known about Lizzo and Jack Black because my kids were showing me on social media when the show was starting, hey, Lizzo, Lizzo thinks like she likes Baby Yoda, like she's doing all these Grogu costumes and posting a lot of videos, and we're like, she's really a fan, like she really so we said, let's reach out, maybe let's see if she'd be interested in doing a part. Like it's not that much, it's sort of it just starts and finishes the episode, so it wasn't a big commitment. And Jack Black was also doing a lot of posting that my kids were showing me. So he said, these are Star Wars fans, and they would be really fun to be this royal couple. So we reached out to them. You always have to do it kind of secretly and quietly so it doesn't get out. And they showed up to set. They were game. They put on these great costumes. We had great visual effects around them, and so it's a very uniquely toned episode of The Mandalorian. But they were having a blast on the set.
Baby Yoda is the OG fan favorite. What would be your dream adventure?
It's so much fun. It's not every day that I get to be the straight man at work, like the person who doesn't break, and it's trying to keep a straight face like with Jack and Lizzo on set was absolutely. It was like the one episode where I was like, can I please have my helmet? Like this is crazy. I'm like geeking out over Jack the whole time. So, and it was just such a fun episode to shoot. It was so different, but it sets up. Anyone who watched it realized that it set up the story and it propelled us forward into 7, which is an amazing episode, and I can't wait for people to see. And that is the thing with this show. Hang in there, because it all, there is a plan, and they know where they're going. So it's you're not going to be disappointed when you get to the end of 8.
it's a great world of artists,
뭐 상상할 수가 없죠. 예. 그런데 상상하지 못했던 의상과 상상하지 못했었던 라이트세이버를 잡았을 때는 그 흥분이 있더라고요. 굉장히 그 강한 어떤 그런 감정적인 흥분이 있었어요. 어렸을 때서부터 지금까지 스타워즈를 봐왔었던 그 추억들, 그 기억들, 여러 가지 생각들이 막 나면서 내가 지금 제다이 마스터 옷을 입고 있네? 내가 지금 라이트 세이버를 지금 들고 있네? 이거는 정말 저에게는 굉장히 큰 경험이죠. 그러면서 정말 진짜 잘 해내고 싶은 이 캐릭터를 정말 잘 해내서 관객들과 함께 큰 즐거움으로 남고 싶은 그런 욕심이 많이 있습니다.
I mean, I have different, depending on the character, my methodology for getting into a role is, it's really defined by the character that you're playing. So I have different stimulation. I take a lot of stimulation from music, from paintings, from basing the character on a real person, from finding a voice and a physicality for a role. So that, all of those things go into creating a character, and then judging it sort of tonally within the piece that you're in. So, for instance, Snoke there was a slightly more operatic feel to those films than a character like Kino Loy, who feels very much like he's in a grounded, real prison movie.
To see you doing the panel, what is your most memorable fan encounter that you ever had?
Every time I get on stage, I think people need to hear more Wookiee noises. So I try to do the Freddie Mercury of Wookiee noises. So they love it, and I love it, and those are just my favorite moments.